Alright, here we go again. Ready?
My love, there's only you in my life. The only thing that's bright.
My first love, you're every breath that I take. You're every step. I work at the bar named Boxers, and I work there like every Friday nights. So then Andy and his friends would always go there on every Friday night.
To be honest, I wasn't there to look at girls or pay attention to any other girls. I was there with a bunch of my friends.
So then there's like a karaoke floor at the bar. So then like he's a mic hogger. That's like everyone says. And like everyone's at the bar were like, dude, this guy sings a lot. Like he would like just always go up and sing. In my mind, I would think that he's hot. You know, like, oh God, he's hot. My friends know I sing, and then his friends know he sings. So then like they would put us together. So that's how we know each other. My dreams came true.
I thought she was one of the best female singer I had known. I go to karaoke before that, but like yeah, she's one of the best.
It's nervous, singing with this guy because he sings good, and I don't know how I sound. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm good or whatever, but then this guy is good, so it makes me feel good when I sing.
We just kind of have that mutual attraction towards each other because we both love singing.
Our first date, I remember we went to Old Spaghetti Factory. Okay, so the funny thing with this guy is like on our first date, he was really shy. He was really shy, so I thought that was cute.
I was nervous as hell. Yeah, because I think prior to that I hadn't really have a date for a while. I met a few person prior to Janelle, but none of those people was like the type that would give me the feeling like she could be the one.
It's a first date. Let me see. There's a lot of stuff we talked about, but then I just remember that like the whole time we're just talking. It wasn't like quiet or whatever, so it wasn't like weird.
Like I said, I was just very nervous. I don't want to say anything wrong or stuff like that. So she was the one that initiating a lot of questions.
That the very first couple of times when I dated him, like he was really quiet, but like as you get to know him more, like he opens up. So then like he talks more, and he's not shy at all in front of me now because we're so comfortable with each other. So it's different. But then he's still the sweet guy I know from the beginning.
I think it was the second date. I guess I was still very nervous. It was the end of the night when we were about to be apart, and I walked her to her car, and we just stood there next to her car for a little bit, and then I think she was kind of waiting for me to kiss her, but I was thinking like, should I do it or should I don't? So. But then, like I said, I don't want to act like I'm too aggressive. So instead of like, I just give her a kiss on the cheek, and that's pretty much it. Every moment is great with her. I can't really. It's hard for me to pick one out. We enjoy each other's company so much. There's things that sometimes we said to each other that would just crack us up. But when we're playing card games the other night, and I keep on losing to her over and over again, and I was just making those baby faces, and she just say stuff like, "Oh, you're so cute. I love it when you make those baby faces." Stuff like that.
Can you do a baby face?
灯光熄灭了，烟也稀释了，滴下的眼泪已经不数了。 年少去娱乐，也是不快乐。
Before we were actually officially dating, like one of the dates he brought me to was like a basketball game.
I don't think she told me she was never into basketball, and I'm crazy about basketball. The first time I thought of idea of bringing her to the basketball game because I thought it's something different than always, like, you know, when you bring a girl out on a date, is movie, dinner, or something like that. I just want her to try something different because she told me she never been to a basketball game before.
He bought me a jersey, and then, like, you know, of course, to match with him, and then, like, we would go to the game together. We would always wear the jerseys together. We'll cheer for the team.
I guess she doesn't think some guy probably don't like the idea of dressing up to match the girlfriend, but I think she actually thinks that that's one of the good things about me, that I don't mind.
You know, when you see him cheer, you cheer, and it's like, you know, we would like cheer together. We jump up, even though, you know, Warriors lose or wins. It's like, you know, it's more about like being there, eating, enjoying our hot dogs or nachos.
She enjoyed it. She enjoyed the environment. She enjoyed the crowd, and yeah, she likes basketball almost as much as I do now. You know.
We would talk about how, like, you know, we want to plan our future. He's like, he's older, so he's like, he's ready, okay? So I know, you know, and I'm totally ready. Like, I want to start a family.
I have this feeling that I think we're ready to take to the next step, and at the same time, you know, I feel like I need to, you know, do something, because I have a stupid as I am, like, I was afraid of, like, if I don't do something, I'm afraid I might lose her eventually. So, and you know, it's just mainly all from the heart.
It's around our anniversary, so he brought like a gift, and it was in a really big box. So then, like, for some reason, I thought that, you know, an anniversary gift may be like something like a photo album from Things to Remembered or whatever, right? So I totally, like, you know, told him that I know it's a photo album from Things to Remembered. And then later on, he said, maybe.
Well, I bought her two gifts. One, of course, is the ring, and the other gift was a pair of Jordans.
He said that, no, you can't open it. You have to open it on our anniversary day. But he hid it all the way up in the closet where he thinks that I couldn't, like, get it. I was really, like, you know, you want to know what's in there. So then, like, I would wanted to, like, all these times I would wanted to climb up the closet and try to get the box down, and then, like, shake it again, and then, like, try to figure out what it is. So then, like he would go into the room all the time, like, just to make sure, like, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing? You know, and I was like, I just want to know. You know, I'm excited. I finally get to open the box. He was all excited. When we opened the box, it was something like, it's a pair of Jordan shoes.
First thing she thought, oh, yeah, it's nice. It's a pair of shoes. Yeah, you know, she wasn't very, you know, energetic about it.
So then, you know, okay, fine, you know, it's a pair of shoes. So I was like, oh, okay, that's cute, because I know he has exactly the same pair of shoes, okay? So I'm like, oh, okay, you just want me to match it, right?
Then I told her, you know what, you don't like it very much, huh? And she was like, no, I love it, I like it, it's cute. And I told her, why don't you try it on, you know, make sure it fits.
I stuck my feet in there, so there was something in there. So then I was like, what the heck is it? So I looked inside, there was like a jewelry box. So then when I opened it, I'm like, no, it's not happening, is it?
For the first moment, she just kind of went speechless for a couple of seconds, and then she was like, stuff like, oh, you for real?
So then he said, yeah, it's happening. And I was like, what? We're kneeling down anyways, because we're opening the box. So then, you know, and he said, will you marry me? And I was like, oh my God.
So, and it takes a while to kind of say stuff, because we start having tears in our eyes. I think it like almost 5 minutes gone by, and then I'm just like, okay, are you gonna say yes or what? You know? Yeah. So she said yes, and then we just hug.
I hugged him for a long time. I was really crying. The first thing I did, it was at his house, so I know his parents was like, they were home. So then we opened the door, and I said that, I'm engaged! That was like in Chinese though, right? And then I showed them the ring, and then the parent was even more funny. They were like, yay! Like that. They dad was really, really funny because it seems like for some reason they waited for so long for his son to find the perfect one, I guess.
等待黎明曙光的到来，驱散心的阴霾，没有遗憾，生命中不再苍白，因为你而存在。